you know that it's important for me to stay updated with you. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right over here. It's very important to me. We're going to start here with the equity markets. I want you to focus on what I'm focused on. It's that trend line over here, this breakout that we have received over it. It was a big breakout of that trend line over there, a lot more than I expected. 4.5% move in one session, but I thought the market had overreacted. The market has shown that it has, coming all the way back down 4.5% to test that line of the broken resistance, which is now holding us support. Prices resuming off of it. Nevertheless, it's not something that I'm looking to participate in just yet. I think that the market has a little bit more to prove. Volume's up. I think that people definitely like the fact that Pfizer is making headway with a possible vaccine. You can see over here on the Nasdaq tech, after a massive overreaction to the downside. Again, markets tend to react both to the upside and downside, or I should say tend to overreact. This was an overreaction. Again, this was an overreaction. Market now coming back and finding an equilibrium. You can see the Nasdaq well outperforming today after lagging yesterday. What's next for the Nasdaq? It's coming up into some resistance over here now. It's starting to look a lot healthier, no doubt. It's coming up into this trend line resistance, and then you have this also trend line resistance facing it. So right over here, we got a lot of resistance for the Nasdaq to be able to overcome in the sessions ahead. If it does and breaks out to the upside, at that point, I like the market rally a lot more. Whether or not I'll be focused here on the S&P 500, the Russell, that remains to be seen. Let's take a look at the Russell real quick. Russell, after breaking out over here to new all-time highs, is consolidating above the last flipped resistance. This is now an area of support. That looks healthy. I would like to see the Nasdaq also participating. Over here, the Dow looks very healthy. By the way, I've been saying in 2021, you could see value outperform growth. All those DAX traders, your day in the sun might be coming. We might see that play out differently here. But nevertheless, I want to see the Nasdaq participating. I want to see the Nasdaq break back above here, right? Above this trend line. Show me that a breakout is actually in full force. And then I'm going to be a lot more comfortable. Right now, I see the markets, the indexes, I should say, are giving different signals. And because of that, that just has me still in this neutral posture I've been in since the week of the election. And that's fine. And why is that fine? Well, you all know that Bitcoin up again today. We'll look at Bitcoin in a moment. Bitcoin is the trade that really I'm riding in this moment. 2020 has been a fantastic year for trading. I never thought it would end like this, but here's where we are. And it's a matter of navigating what is given to you. The dollar, I remain, right? DXY, I remain what? Very neutral. Very neutral. I lost that bearish bias after we came out and broke above this trend line over here today. I'm just neutral, right? And you could see we got a big range between the resistance at 94, and then you could say down over here, right around where we just made that swing low, 92, a big area where price remains sideways. Gold and silver unchanged on the day. Both of them, a lot of traders are really focused over here. I don't think there's any reason to be focused here after both these pairs have come down to the culmination of a pattern over here. They broke out over here and then have since simply retested and have not broken down, but have not gone anywhere. They're trading sideways. It's not a market that you really want to be looking to participate in. Same exact things here as happening on gold. You know, we had the big breakout and the chance was there. Nothing really happened. To be participating in either market right now has you in a trade you don't belong. Wait for momentum to pick up. Wait for further clarity. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of times, as both gold and silver, I believe, are in multi-year bull markets right now. All right, let's move over. Let's look at Bitcoin. And you can see Bitcoin, this is the 8-hour time frame I'm looking on. And on the 8-hour over here, you can see that price has broken out above this trend line over here after consolidating. That's a bullish break. Price is already coming back and testing that breakout. Let's look on a lower time frame. And you can see here's that breakout over here. Price now coming in to test this. This is a very important moment here for Bitcoin. It's not just Bitcoin. We'll look at Ethereum in 1 second. But when I say it's important, because we're zooming off of here right now, that's going to lead to the next leg up. It has been quite a while. You're looking at a 3-day time frame right now. You could see why there was one red bar over here slightly. It looks more like a doji. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're on the 9th 3-day candle in a row, 27 days in a row, where Bitcoin's price has been up. And in that period has had a 50% return. Has it come too far too quickly? Not in my opinion. Not in my opinion. I'm not looking for a 30% drawdown yet. If we had a 30% drawdown, and yes, expect one at any time. That takes us back right into, not even into our trend line over here. Look at that. We're starting to make some headway over here. That would be over here towards our line of support right over here. Let me go ahead and just highlight that for 1 second, just to give you an idea of where price would take us, right around $11,000. If you are looking for that 30% pullback, have your order set. Have your order set ahead of time, because price on the downside during these bull market phases really at moments can only last for just moments. Speaking of that, on the way up here, right, we now have 3 trading days above 1500. Is that correct? Let me come down to a daily time frame with you. Let me make sure over here. Yeah, you now have 1, 2, this will be, and 3. This will be the third close above 15,000. Above 15,000, let's call it 15,500 in the history of Bitcoin, right? Look over here. What closes do we get over here? Dun, dun, dun. I talk nonsense. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7. 7's debatable. 8, 9 days in Bitcoin's history that it has closed higher than today's close. That's it. All right. So Ethereum, let's check it out over here. Ethereum looks like it's holding this breakout a little bit better. You could see here was the trend, the consolidation. Ethereum started its next leg up yesterday. Yesterday, I tweeted that it looked like Ethereum was ready. You could see it up 5% yesterday, another 3% this session, starting to make some nice moves over here. It too, is it going to come back in for a retest now? You could see it's clean on Bitcoin. You could see it's clean on Bitcoin. Let me show you right here, right? You could see, let me come back down to the 2-hour time frame where I was looking at it with you, and you could see that breakout, that retest. So interesting. I'm not looking for too much downside on Bitcoin at this particular time. Is it possible we run into a 3-day bar that is down? Why, yes, that would make complete sense. I don't think we'll run into more than 1 or 2 of them personally before we start seeing higher prices. It's between 18,000, and I say that lightly. It's closer to 19,000, 20, 21,000 that I really would be looking for and expecting that first 30% pullback. Not that I'm going to nail it correctly, nor that I need to. I am just looking to trade this bull market on those 30% drawdowns. If one were to occur right now to 11,000, right over here in the zone that I marked out for you, if I were to get a pullback over here and take me down to 11,000, I don't know that it would be my first pullback that I would play. Now, granted, each and every 30% pullback has proven in the last bull market to be the ideal entry. I don't know that I am fully positioned into Bitcoin already, as I was down over here, right around 10,000. I don't need to add to my position over there personally. I'm in a good shape. As we ride this higher, as those gains are more and more realized, at that point, I will feel comfortable adding to and taking a bigger position. What I'm trying to say to you right now, at $15,000 Bitcoin, you should already have your position on. You should be holding that position well, right? And I don't know that there's need to adjust yet. Now, if you're not fully positioned in yet, right, should you be buying at market here almost right around 16,000? Should you be buying at market? That depends, and I don't know the answer to that. That depends on whether or not you think we're going to have a 30% drawdown now, or if we were to have one at 20,000, that would bring us down to 14,000. Is it possible that you could get Bitcoin cheaper? There is no guarantees. I don't know that Bitcoin will have its first pullback. I don't know when it will have its first pullback. When I say pullback, I mean 30%. We have had a couple of 20% pullbacks. That proved to be too much for a lot of traders, that type of volatility. That was only 20%. That happened right over here recently, over here in August. Now, is it possible that Bitcoin trades something like, 30,000 before the next book? I don't know. Max Kaiser, he seems to believe that's what we'll see, something like 33,000 before the first pullback. In that case, you're not going to pick up Bitcoin at 14,000, right? Bitcoin, the pullback is going to be above 20,000. Nevertheless, it is a safe entry. Personally, I believe there's a lot of risk to the upside, even though I'm pointing out 9 up days in a row, even though we have 3 on the three-day time frame. On the 3-day time frame, 27 days in a row, trading up. Is it possible we get a little bit of a pullback over here? Sure. If I didn't have any position on, and I was looking to get one, I think that personally the risk is to the upside, and I would be putting that position on. That's what I would advise my closest friends and our family. All right, everyone, what do you think? You think Bitcoin trades down for here? You think it trades up? Where do you think that first pullback occurs? I have it between, and I'm going to raise that from 18,000. I say 19 to 20,000, 21,000 in that area, and that's a small area I'm picking out there. Between 19 and 21,000, that is where I am honestly looking for the first pullback to occur from. Now, whether or not my timing is such that I get that right, that's irrelevant for me and the investment itself. All right, everyone. I'll see you all in the morning. Have a great day, everyone. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and smash that like button. Peace.